Hello, my name is Amina and I'm your decision-making specialist. Today, I am learning to practice 3 different things all at once. Yeah, not fun. What it is that I may have mentioned it in one of the bazillion videos I've done. My neighbor has 2 Chihuahuas, and as I understand it, they were bred for guard dogs. Believe you me, they have taken their DNA and instincts seriously, very seriously. If there's a leaf blowing, if the wind is blowing, if somebody sneezes, they are on it. Ruff, 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 ruff. Maybe not exactly like that. Sounds like that to my ears. However, before COVID, when I was home, which wasn't very often, I'll admit, the dogs would bark. And I developed that when I opened my sliding door, they knew that somebody was coming out, and I would clap. They would stop. It interrupted their pattern. They would stop. And if I clapped a couple of times more, and this was after frequent applications, they decided that when I clapped, they would just go into their little doggy door and go back into her house. It was working perfectly. And sometimes I only had to slide the door, they were in. Well, now there is COVID, and while she was in shelter with the 2 dogs, they were quiet anyway. They were mostly with her. She's a lovely person. The dogs are fine. It's just when she's gone and the dogs are barking and I have a client, or I'm trying to focus on a class, or that I'm trying to focus on some of my writing, not so much. The dogs do not feel so lovely to me at that point. So what I'm learning today, because now she has gone back to work and I'm grateful for her to be able to do that. She loves her job and she's happy. The dogs are now going back to their original barking at every leaf, every twig, every whatever. So I decided that the clapping and the sliding of the door worked before, so I'm practicing that again. What I am learning reluctantly, resistantly, and incredibly essential is, 1, to be patient, because the clapping in the door did not happen instantly before. 2, to curb my frustration, because that's not going to help. And the 3rd, which is the most important part, is I am reminded of the value of consistency. Before the COVID in shelter, I was consistent when they would bark, clap, bark, clap, bark, clap each time, usually with the sliding of the door. It worked. The problem is, without that consistency, the dogs have forgotten. So it's not that I'm starting quite over. That's an important part I want you to know about having done something until it becomes a habit. You've done it consistently enough that it's become consciously a habit, and then unconsciously part of your pattern in your everyday life. So the dogs are beginning to respond to the sliding of the door and the clapping sooner. It's been probably about 4 days now, and it's already starting to be effective. So once that consistency, habit, and unconscious pattern has taken place, it won't be so difficult for you to begin again with the consistency of whatever your interrupt the pattern part is, whether it's clapping, snapping your finger, whatever it is that helps you to shift your focus to your new way. It isn't that you have to start over. That's the good news. Good news about the dogs and good news about us as people. So if you have developed a lax in something that you want to do better and more consistently, then figure out and remember what worked in the beginning, do it again, and there's a part of you that will remember, and it won't take as long to make that smoothly into your life again. All right. And wouldn't help to apply a little bit of the patience and a little less of the frustration. That'll help too. All right. Begin consistently again, and the habit and the pattern will come back. All right. Take care. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll look for you tomorrow. You're important. All right. Bye for now.